What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning on the right side of the map in the red color, playing as Ra. His name is Firefox. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Zeus. His name is TheMista. The map is Alfheim. And yes, we have another Mr. game from 2013. 2013 is the year for today. For these back in time. We going back in time. Just living the dream. We got Mr. here. If you don't know who Mr. is, check him out. He still exists in the RTS universe. He plays, I think he participated or is participating in the Age of Empires online tournament currently going on. I'm not sure if that's over or not, but he's also going to be playing some Age of Empires 4 when it comes out, I imagine. He's been playing some Age of Empires 2, and he's been farming corn. He's been getting the corn yield in order to feed the entirety of Greece, because he knows how important it is to gather food in order to make more villages. If you can make more villages, you get more army, and if you get more army, you conquer the world, and that's what Mister's about. He's about conquering the world. We've got Firefox over here. Firefox, if you don't know, he was another expert back in the day, top 10 players on Ensemble Studios online servers. I believe he was known for his ISIS for a point, but he's also a Ra player as well at heart. We do see the classic wall segments going up with houses. Like, everybody kind of had an idea of what to do in 2013. It was an interesting year. I wonder if these games were played on Voobly. I'm not 100% sure when the big transition from the Ensemble Studios to Voobly happened. I think it was in like 2012, 2013 when there was that the servers went down, and I think this would have been played on Voobly. Now we're seeing the Kadoskopos moving forward. Going to be taking a couple of hits at Tanutaman. I can't say this name. Tanutaman. Almost Tutankhamun. We see the blue crystal shard getting grabbed here by Firefox. It's a pretty good relic. Helps out a little bit. Definitely helps out when you get Bowsaw in the lumber camp. I think it helps out when you get Bowsaw in the lumber camp. I'm not 100% sure. And Mr. bolts it. I mean, fair enough. He got Firefox moving forward. He's gonna wall the relic in here. That's hilarious. And Mister's gonna leave his scout here. No, that's not gonna work. He's just gonna jab it. He's just gonna jab it down. There's no way the Kadoskopos is gonna stay here. That's hilarious. As Firefox is gonna try and prevent Mister from getting that relic, but it's really, the relic's not that good. Oh, that's so funny though. He's gonna, well, he really wants it. He really wants it. But now there's no bolt for Son of Osiris. We have to remember that. Now there's no bolt for Son of Osiris. Son of Osiris is one of those units that is very weak against Zeus in no patch, because you just bolt it and it dies. It doesn't do half damage or something. You can still reach the relic from... Yeah, I think you're actually probably right. He probably still can reach that relic. But I think because of those walls, that might make Mr. not try it. Who knows? But also, I think the Pharaoh will be out before the Jason moves in to grab it. But that'll be kind of funny to see. We still don't have the temple up for Firefox yet. He's going for a very, very late classical age here. Not putting it up before the 4-minute mark. Well, we'll see. We've got the Jason. He's going to try and grab it. He's moving in. If he can click on it, I think he can. He should be able to, I think he can grab that. I mean, I'd be surprised if he can't. It was a nice try by Firefox, but in the end of the day... Oh, it's close! It's close! We see the wall's going to get deleted! And the relic goes to Firefox. And Mr. tried. He's too slow getting his temple out, too slow sending his Jason in. And Firefox is greedily and happily going to put that relic into his temple over here. Meanwhile, Mr. should be advancing to the next stage. He is going through Athena. 40% here on the way. And he's going to get that relic. So starting to get the the gold income, the walls coming up. Athena, the god of choice for Mr. It's an interesting one because some schools, or some people like Athena, some people like Hermes against Ra. And there's definitely a reason to go Athena. The unique Athena text for your hoplites, very strong for the late game, and then the restoration very strong in the early game. And we'll see exactly what's going to go here. If Mr. goes for like some sort of aggressive play, he's got 6 villagers on wood. Mr.'s already got his 300 gold. So it does sort of look like we're probably going to see a far second town center, though it's a little bit of a wonky far second town center. Starting to see these walls getting thrown up very, very aggressively here, or very defensively, I should say, for Firefox in order to try and hold this position. We see the priest coming out here for Firefox, going to be empowering his town center. The Minotaur coming in, going to get some cheeky damage onto the laborer. No, he's just going to wander around and maybe try and put some pressure over here onto these villagers. We have an observer in this game. Ah, that's nice. We have an observer in this game. So it's not a ladder game. We see the Minotaur possibly going to get trapped in here. In fact, it does get trapped as he's going to try and take down this wall. It's not going to be fast enough because the villager puts the wall up very, very quickly. We see the Minotaur going to be attempting to retreat away as we're still 30 seconds away from getting to the classical age. So we will be seeing this one getting up, no problems. But the Minotaur getting out with no problem. Still no second town center up for Mr. He's just throwing walls up everywhere. I see the villager getting jabbed down and does get cleaved by the Minotaur, and the Odysseus getting that sweet, sweet damage in there. Now, Mr. gonna try and push through these walls, push into these houses, start taking Firefox down with the 645 advance. 645. Now that's not early, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing a 1-1-1 from Mr. as he's trying to push in here, but the defensive capabilities of Firefox seem to be enough. As he's saying, look, I see that you're going for an Athena rush, but I don't care. I'm just going to throw my armory up. I'm going to get to the heroic age. I'm going to throw a Migdol down, and then your units are going to die to my chariot archers. Essentially, that's what he's saying. And if we check out Firefox's economy here, he's got a lot of gold, but maybe for the farms, who knows? And I think Mr. says, look, yeah, you're right. I can't push in here. I can't push in here, and Firefox is going to be able to defend. See the villagers finishing up on the farms here. Throwing them up everywhere. See the Odysseus getting some damage dealt over onto this location. Villager pulling back. We're trying to retreat over here onto this gold mine. Doing the stuff. Very frustrating. I mean, all he has to do is fix these villages up and be on underneath the gold mine where they're supposed to be. But efficiency wasn't really much of a thing in most of the time. Hey, thank you for the raid there, Shadowfax. Hope your games went well. Appreciate you, man. And see Firefox moving out, trying to look for something here. Not sure exactly what he's looking for. It's very risky being out here, out and about with your Pharaoh. Meanwhile, Mr. still meanwhile, now Mr. is getting his second town center. He's got some Aurochs in the back of the map here as well. So that's going to be really helpful for him. He's still producing these military units, stopping the hoplites. We do see the Pharaoh does manage to snipe the Minotaur here. And then we see a Shifting Sands pulling these shots. He gets 2 villages as well as the units. Oh no. Wait. Is there a world in which Mr. can do something with these villages up here? He can chop down the pine tree. And then he can build a fortress up here. Oh, he can farm. He can totally farm. The villagers are alive. The villagers are alive. He can farm. This guy's a genius. He took him a hot minute to be like, what can I do with these villagers? And he's like, you know what? I can farm. And he will be throwing down 2 farms here. 1, 2, and Firefox is going to be seeing this. He's going to be like, oh, I can't kill them. Oh, I can't kill them until the rock comes in. The rock will come in and pick these guys off. We're seeing archery range coming up now for Mr. And This is funny. Like, these farms here and this granary, he's getting plow, but like, because the rock will come over and kill them, it's effectively more resources lost, right? Because what is it? Depends on how many he drops in, but I think this is yeah. This is obviously not worth it, but it's funny. That's if Firefox doesn't come over here. He does have it set up to go back, but is he gonna go and deal? He is gonna go deal with it. And we got the full speed rock here, 4.8 speed. The Bazooka's gonna come over here and say, no farming for you on this cliff. This is my cliff. I'm gonna hang here. I'll tell you what would be more funny is if Firefox then grabbed 2 villages and built a granary up here and stole these farms back. But Mr. now doing his thing. Pumping villages, getting the economy going. Firefox in a really, really strong position here, though. He's just out of gold. That's the biggest weakness right now. He's out of gold, but he can simply just jump onto wood, and that is exactly what he's doing. He's got... Oh, he doesn't even have the resources to put up a... Oh, he's going Osiris. What? He doesn't even have the resources to put up a Migdol here. Normally what we see in this situation for the Ra player is a Migdol and Chariot Archers when you go 1 town center fast. We see instead a late second town center into the Mythic Age here. We see the rock moving around the top of the map. Mr. should be sending his Odysseus over there, which he is. The Patsukos will spot some villagers gathering over here. We see the Patsukos dropping down into this location, going to be taking down this villager here very quickly. Nice play there from Firefox. But the Odysseus coming in, going to start slinging at the crocodile. Don't want to sling at the crocodile. You want to get underneath the rock and take that one down. See the damage getting dealt? It's big. Big damage. But the rock going to be retreating away. Firefox is not Fox. No, they're different people. I believe they are different people. Sneaky Bros, thank you for the gifted sub, my dude. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. We see these villagers moving over here, trying to get the settlement up. We see the Odysseus will be able to take down the Patsukos, but the villager going to be able to escape. Yes, it will, and the Patsukos will probably die here, but not before getting another kill. Nice play there from Firefox. Mr. going up to his 3rd town center. It's still not in the next age. The rock flying overhead, looking for a locust. There is a potential locust here. You can restoration this and then easily get them in if you feel like you're not going to be able to. We see Mr. already reacting, and the rock going to get out of there up to the top of the cliff there. And this. And Firefox goes for the classic 2 town center fast Titan build order. Fast Titan build order. Why not go for a fast Titan build order? Mr. just he's in the classical age. You can't stop the Titan. The Titan's going to be able to do a ton of damage to Mr. because he's got nothing that can deal with it. There's no way for him to chase the Titan here. There's no way for him to get Mythic Age even at this point to get Heliopolis spam out. This is actually a really, really smart strategy from Firefox. He's finally going to throw down his Migdol Stronghold. If we check out what the trade rates are, Wood's got only 34 left. There's the Locust there onto these farms. He's going to use that to take down those farms. That hurts the Greek player more than you know. More than you know. And we will be seeing Migdol coming down. Titan Gate going to get thrown down very soon. We've got the camel caravans trading. If you've seen... That's a pretty inefficient trade route. I mean, you could probably sneak it over here maybe, but maybe not worth it. There's the Titan Gate getting thrown down. The villagers coming onto it. We've got the Migdol Stronghold here as well. How much gold in the bank here for Firefox? Really not that much at all. As his camel caravans, how much are they getting? 14 gold. And Mr. just sitting back and waiting at this point. He can't do anything to Firefox. So he's just sitting there, just like saying, I'm just going to play a little sandbox game by myself. And we do say, Shalky saying in the chat, imagine if you could empower a Titan Gate. Imagine. Funnily enough, you can empower a Wanderer, I believe, which is just as broken. Definitely need to get that one sorted out. Another funny thing that Firefox could do with complete abuse here is instead of throwing up this Migdol stronghold, he could have just thrown up a siege works and then started rock raiding the town centers and using the cliffs, going over the cliffs and taking these down and being a complete nuisance. But he is starting to make these units out, and the Titan will help him move out and get his second gold mine for sure, secure the town center, and we'll see. Apparently before patch 1.3, Pharaoh could empower the Titan again. That doesn't surprise me at all. Does not surprise me at all. Now, Mista, he is in the heroic age, it looks like, just about to click up to the mythic age, going through Hephaestus here. And what he probably should do is just go max Colossus and heroes here. He sees all the armories coming out, potentially sack a talent center, sack this position here, get all the Heliopolis out you possibly can. But we'll see how this is going to go with the Titan. We've just had like a 15-minute treaty game happening here, and the treaty is finally finished, and both players are still being like, nah, I don't want to fight. Don't want to fight. We see Mista just sitting back. He's got his units out, but he's obviously can't really attack, can't really do anything. Why didn't Mista go for the Titan gate? I mean, he definitely could have underworlded into this. Hey, he had underworld. He had the opportunity. But I think it's just a bit too tough to kill the Son of Osiris. A bit too risky. Better to just boom ahead and get your technologies going and try and hold. Because Zeus is one of the best civilizations at defending against the Titan. See, Hades and Poseidon, they lack one thing, is that they lack the speedy Mythic Age hero, which does tons of damage to the Titan. So Zeus getting Bellerophon, very useful to take down the Titan. Also, the extra HP on the heroes helps out a ton as well. But we will be seeing those heroes coming out for Mista very quickly. You can see he's got a lot of gold in the bank with 30 villages there. He's instantly going to grab his Forge of Olympus. His Bellerophon should come down pretty quickly. He's making some Colossus as well. There's the Forge of Olympus coming through, 60 favor there. And then I imagine he gets his Bellerophon out when he can. We see the Colossus coming in onto this position here as Mista just has to kind of say, no, it's all you. You have this location. I'm just going to get my stuff out. And I tell you what I love from here from Mista. Mista didn't go for the full town center here. This would have slowed him down so much. But where is he? Where's Bellerophon? Why aren't you making Bellerophon? So much gold in the bank though. And we see immediately the Titan going after this town center, and Bellerophon is coming through, but I think maybe it's going to get denied here. Maybe it's going to be close actually. We'll have to wait and see. See the units pushing over onto this position here. The mummy getting some good damage done. These villagers do have Skin of the Rhino. The Son of Osiris getting some. Oh god, it's almost down actually. As some Myrmidon coming through, and Mista is just focusing this one down. Firefox not paying attention here. He does pull that one into the rock, pulling away. We see the Titan has finished this location off now. A little bit of an inefficiency with the Titan getting destroyed over here. We see the Titan going to be moving over onto this town center. One thing you want to do with it is definitely take the farms of the Great Player down. That hurts a ton if you can. And this town center is simply just not coming up just yet. As the rock here. Wait, did the Son of Osiris die? Son of Osiris did die. Okay, Son of Osiris died here. So, Mista able to stop that, but not able to stop the town center from coming up. As Firefox gets that one up, and he's going to be losing this town center. Bellerophon sitting at 99% here. Not able to get that one out just yet. And that's going to be a big issue because that really does a lot of damage. Meanwhile, the Titan not able to really get back over here as Mista going to get his town center back online up at the top here. These are pathing blocking. The pathing blocking of these units is doing quite a bit here. You see the Axeman coming through to try and deny or trying to counter these Myrmidon, but only at unupgraded Axeman. They're really not that useful. Nice little special ability usage there from the mummy. Picking off the units, doing the stuff. And now Firefox has 3 town centers. He's got a trade route, but he needs to figure out a better place for the market here. He is slowly moving over this way. See some Myrmidon raids looking to come in. The town center gets pulled down again. Mr. going to be attempting to rebuild this one over here. We see we see Firefox's Titan now moving up to the top of the map here. Going to try and take that one out. Meanwhile, we've got these chariot archers going after the villagers of Mr. Nice play here. Really nice play. Denying the gold income here. So that's some good stuff. I see the villagers getting sniped. Here we go, Mr. making his way. We see the villagers. They wanted to just dodge that Titan there. There's the Bellerophon finally out, though, and he's going to start jumping in. You definitely want to keep on utilizing that special ability. We see the Bellerophon now getting sniped down. Mr. needs to micro this one just a little bit, otherwise he loses it. 400 gold is a lot of gold to be throwing away. Meanwhile, the Myrmidon pushing it on this side, trying to take down some buildings, denying the market, and all that other good stuff over there. Now, the Bellerophon starting to run around, dodging some arrows. You can utilize this to just basically kill off all of these chariot archers if you wanted to, but now the chariot archers are going to be able to take down these villagers over here. The Odysseus going after the Titan, the Colossus. Look at how much damage the Titan has taken here, though. So it's been very, very good. Now got the town center back for Mr. Back up to 2 town centers. These Myrmidon have managed to snipe a Pharaoh, but that's about it at this point. The gold villagers over here have been pushed off this gold mine yet again, but Firefox, his gold income is starting to get settled here. I mean, what is this? How many of these does he actually have? He's got 15, so it's not enough to maintain anything here. But now the Myrmidon coming over here trying to snipe these units. We'll see Bellerophon getting trained yet again. More villages getting built for Mr. He's really struggling for economy here. He's got no gold. He's got a ton of wood. You can't trade wood for gold at this point because Firefox has sold all the wood in the world, made that go down to 18 gold for wood. Now the Bellerophon is out, going to start trying to target down the Titan. Does jump onto that one there, gets big damage done. That's about 20 damage an attack there. And we see him pulling back, jumping in. Big damage with that special attack here. Is he going to keep doing it? Pull, jump, pull, jump, pull, jump. There's a bunch of idle units here for Mr. He can get an upgrade on these. I believe if there's a fortress, I think it's only in the fortress, which gets Myrmidon bonus damage versus myth units. And now we see the villagers for Firefox going to make their way up onto this location. And these Myrmidon here are absolute tanks. Absolute tanks in this game, because like they take next to no damage from these chariots, but he does need to target them down. Look at this damage. Boom, boom, boom. But the chariots do end up winning that fight there. And Mr. losing yet again another town center, but the Titan is just about dealt with here. As we see another chariot archer raid coming over here is the Myrmidon trying to chase this down. He needs to kind of ignore the Myrmidon and keep going after villagers would be my suggestion, as he is able to get this town center here. 4 town centers to 2 town centers in this situation with Osiris. So that's huge. Osiris is 2 pharaohs plus getting mummies, so he can deal with those Colossus. So this is one of those rare instances of a matchup that Zeus is in where it's going to be tough for him to win that late game. We do see the villagers going to try and attempt to deny this. We see the Titan coming over on the corner for some reason. I'm not sure why he's avoiding his duties of town center killing, because if Mr. gets his town centers up, then Mr. gets 140 population. That's what Firefox is on if Firefox's Titan isn't doing anything. We're actually seeing the Titan raiding villages here. I don't see that too often at all, do you? And Mr.'s villagers over here can simply just retreat off of this location. There's boots of cook everything here. That could be kind of good. And there's the town center has come up for both players here. So 4 town center to 2 town centers. The mummies are out. Firefox needs to get a little bit more quick with his army. This Titan here. He's going to kill the wall, but the thing about the Titan is it feels like a unit that you don't want to lose. But in reality, you want to do as much damage as you can and then lose it. And this is the damage here. Taking all these town centers out, letting Firefox get this 4th town center. That was the damage he wanted to do. And now he just needs to keep doing it until the Titan dies. You see this coming down. Firefox needs to fix up his trade route. He has this kind of situation over here. He is chucking down the market now, but he needs to get walls up and protect this because there's already a temple over here. Yeah, it's a temple. There's mummy here, so they can deal with that. But what are you doing with the Titan? Go and attack. Attack! You hate to see it, man. You hate to see it. It's one of those things that's kind of obvious in hindsight, but when you play the game, you're like, I don't want to lose my Titan. He's so big. He's so big and handsome. Look at him. Burr. 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 Poor Odysseus. You see the Myrmidon able to push in onto this location. The mercenary not enough to stop these fully upgraded Myrmidon from getting the damage dealt. The armor upgrades for Firefox are pretty lackluster compared to full iron plus Myrmidon. And you do need those axemen in to take them down. We see a mummy coming in to take this one. We've got the Bellerophon moving in, gonna snipe down this mummy in like 2 shots, 3 shots. 3 shots of mummy. It's about right, makes sense. Now, still Firefox. He's trying to gold starve with the Titan. How much gold does Mr. actually have? He doesn't have much. So it's almost a good idea. So very close to a good idea. Meanwhile, Firefox has got 1,500 gold in the bank. How much trade has he got? 23. 23 caravans. He needs to stop making those caravans and just get a better trade route. He could come down this side. Chop down these trees, mark it here. It's a good idea. What are you doing with your Titan? Oh, he's killing units. He's getting value. But Mr. like, he's getting his town center back. He's got the Heliopolis over on this location here. He's kind of stabilizing, and you don't want him to stabilize. You don't want him to stabilize. Now we see that marker coming up in this side of the map here. But I mean, Firefox, does he really need all the gold? Not sure. Into you. He just needs upgrades. He's got champion axeman now. And now the Titan is yet again fighting Bellerophon. Like none of this would have happened if the Titan was still attacking these town centers for that time, because there was no way that Mr. would get the population to make the Myrmidon. And the Titan's still just retreating away. What is... I don't understand. Myrmidon's now raiding this this situation here. The Bellerophon going after the Titan. Doing some good damage here. 900 HP remaining. 900 HP remaining. We see him retreating away. Olympic parentage wasn't discovered in 2013. Yeah, nah, it's a tough upgrade to see. But there's the iron weapons through for Firefox. See the Myrmidon's sneaking in here, looking to maybe take the market down here. He will take the market down very fast if he wants to go for it, but he's going after the Migdol stronghold and after the market, both at the same time. This might be disastrous. I mean, man, Firefox has been playing at 140 population for the past like 5 minutes. At this point, it's better to just delete the Titan because you're just so bad at using him. Oh, it's sad to see. It's so sad to see. There's the marker going down. Firefox 763 gold. That actually restarts his trade route much better. But the problem is, where are they going to go? And they're probably going to walk this way and be really dumb. No, they're not going to be that dumb. I thought they were being dumb, but they're not. You see the Axemen dealing with these Myrmidon pretty nicely here. They're going to have to retreat away. And Mr. will spot where that trade route's going now, if he notices it at all. And we just got the guard towers up on this cliff. I think this is in range for catapults. He's dropping the catapult back up here, going after this location. The Heliopolis can pick this off. Yeah, easily. With their range, I'll be able to take the catapult down. We see the walls, the double wall chip here. I mean, the Titan's here. You can kill this off easily. A nice play from Mr. to get that up, for sure. Just a little bit of disruption there. allowing him to make this push in. And he did manage to take the town center down with these Heliopolis. Meanwhile, this town center still up. Bellerophon getting made. The catapult gets taken down. The rock was taken down. And it's looking like Mr. is able to have made a comeback completely in this game, going after the town center of Firefox. We see the market getting taken down. The camel caravans retreating back in. How much gold does he have? He's got 1,200 gold left in the bank, but there's just seemingly no way for him to make units. I wonder why. I wonder why there's no way for him to make units. I feel like in order to build a Titan, you should have to pass like a Titan driver's test. Like, you know what I mean? You have to go into the god training center and then sit your Titan driving test in order to build one, because the amount of times I see people misuse a Titan, I shake my head. Big SMH. This is giving Mr. all of the opportunity in this game. He started his trade route. Everyone built Matrius markets back in the day, not just Matrius. We see him still trying to get this market up here, but it's a tough one when the Myrmidon just keep attacking. We still only have heavy Myrmidon here, as Mr.'s not really able to afford that. He can sell food, I think. Yeah, he could sell the food he's got to get champion infantry. That'd be well worth it. But maybe he's not aware, because they don't. The Myrmidon don't really change color when you get their upgrades. They're one of those weird units. Weird units. You see the Medusa getting sniped over here. And the market, yet again, getting denied. So these caravans will not be able to dump their resources. But there is there is a way in which you can get a market up over here, dump your resources into a market here, and then send them back over to get their gold again. That's one way you can deal with this if they just keep on doing that. It's a lot of micro to make that happen, but do we see a market going up in the base anywhere? You can chuck it up here and then start trading to this town center as well. We're seeing Mr. just not going to allow Firefox to get access to this location here at any point. Mr. also short his town center here because the Titan came in and sacrificed himself. And now that's going to allow Firefox to have that extra 20 population that he so desperately needed a long time ago. We see still these camel caravans going to come over here and dump their gold into this market. And there they go. You see the Myrmidons sneaking back in, getting some more damage in an underworld passage coming over here for Mysteries. He's like, nah, I've had enough of this. I'm going to take this town center down. Bringing all these units over here. It's got full population, ready to go, ready to rumble. Take down the town center, take down the trade route, stop the gold income of Firefox, and say goodnight. We just see the catapult here going straight after the underworld passage. Bellerophon, he can easily take these out with his jump. We see some more units popping out of this underworld. Heliopolis doing tons of damage. You do have the infantry, the mercenary infantry getting trained here, but Firefox is going to be low on gold. 500 gold remaining, 4,000 gold. 4,000 food in the bank though. You see the Silver Colossus here as well. No mummies in this position. You see the villagers repairing this underworld. They repair it at a very, very fast rate. Pre-nerf. You see the mummy coming in, wanting to take down the Colossus here. More Heliopolis will be coming through, getting more and more damage done. We just see another Colossus in on this position here. You see the mummy gets sniped before being able to get onto this town center, and the town center is denied as Firefox is now down to one town center, and Mr. is looking like he's going to be able to run away with this game here. Now he's pushing through. He's taking down the mercenary cavalry. So many silver colossus. Still no upgrades here. This underworld passage starting to get low on HP. 400 HP. Down to 200 HP. Starting to repair now. And look at that repair speed. It's going to be able to out-repair 2 catapults. You don't see that on a building every day. Now the mummy coming in will snipe a colossus there. Nice play from Firefox in an attempt to stay alive. He's trying to get this town center back up. We see the villagers moving forward. Going to be able to deny that one here. Mr. sitting at 159 of 160 pop. Firefox at 100 of 120 pop. As it's looking as if this is just not going to be Firefox's game. I can't see any real avenue back into here. He's trading for 0 gold over here. The Heliopolis able to take down Migdol Stronghold for free. Monument to the Villagers for free. And probably start targeting down the hometown center here as well. Meanwhile, the Heracles over here. These villagers stay alive for a very long time with the Axeman here. Now we see the Myrmidon coming in to start sniping down this town center and say good night. That town center will not be yours. Do see the villagers getting pulled off over here to try and take down the Heliopoli, but still losing the Migdol Stronghold. No more Migdol Stronghold remaining, so no more chance of Chariot Archers. Still only, is this 2 barracks left? 2 barracks left and a dream for Firefox, as it's looking like Mr. takes the score lead, even though he's kind of been winning for the past 10 minutes or so. And Firefox decides in that moment there to tap out. GG. Well played by Mr. with a stellar hold against that Titan. Really nice decision making here in this game. But you do have to ask the question, if Firefox had simply used his Titan to deny town centers and for as long as he possibly could, would he have been able to stabilize enough to prevent this town center from going down? I think the answer is yes. I think Firefox could have also easily secured this location with some walls before chucking up the markets. But obviously, walls weren't a part of Firefox's plan outside of defending his base. And yeah, I mean, Mr. just played this one so brilliantly. Even with the farms up on this side, to have those villagers do something for him for just a little bit longer, even though it was probably a waste of resources. It was still funny. And if you guys enjoyed this game and you want to see more games like this from the past, definitely leave a comment on the YouTubes. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you're on the Twitch. Hit the follow. And I will see you guys in the next game.